Welcome to the Americana Bistro Grill. I'm your host, Roberto Alvarez-Galloso, serving you the best. Serving you the best in Americana music. And we have one of the greatest groups, the greatest duos that have been around South Florida for a long time. I've known them when they're not in Boca Raton. All this is Southern Florida. When they're not in Boca Raton, they're in Orlando. When they're not in Orlando, they're in Miami. When they're not in Miami, they're in Homestead, or in Key Largo, or in Key West, or in Marathon. And I have the honor of having them here in my program. I have seen their videos on YouTube, really, really, really great. And I do recommend their music. And I'm taking a look right now. At the YouTube. So, bring in 33 years. Let's see right here. Let's see if we could bring them on. 33 years. Let us see. Hopefully, we'll be having them. And right now we're enjoying a really great, sunny and hot climate here in Florida. Much more than usual, but enjoying life. Just forgetting our worries. And in addition to forgetting our worries, with that hot tea, cold coffee, juices, whatever, we're also enjoying it with really, really great music. Especially with groups like 33 Years. There are many other groups like them. Instant Karma, The Dropouts, BRG Miami, Ricky Valido. South Florida is the area for lots of really great music. So let us see. A minute. Let us see. 1 minute. No. 1 minute. Okay. Let's see if they come in.
Wrong way, are we pointing at my screen? Gotta flip it around.
Yeah, right here. We're hearing 33 years.
Yep. Hey, we gotta flip our hair. We got okay.
Yeah. For me, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you. One of my biggest dreams is to be able to one day interview you in person and see you in concert in person.
That'd be nice.
But for now, this is the first part of the dream that I am realizing as host of the Americana Bistro Grill.
Close we can get for now, right?
Yeah, we'll do that. But this is the first part. Then the second part will either be in one of your concerts or at the Key Largo Singer-Songwriter Festival.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna be meeting personally. But right now, I saw your music video. Really great music video. Orphan Train.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love Orphan Train. And what's more to like about it? All of your videos. I have seen all of your videos throughout the year. I love everything that you have recorded. But Orphan Train was unforgettable.
Oh, thank you.
The first question about Orphan Train was, where did you get the inspiration for Orphan Train? Not only to compose and record it, also to do a great video. And how was it like working with David Chávez?
So why don't you start? Is the song?
Okay, well, yeah, the song was from a book I read in book club called Orphan Train. I believe the author is Klein.
I don't know. You better check on that.
I closed down my computer. I'll go.
I will check on it.
So it's all about the beginning of the foster care program in the United States, and I became captivated by the story. And at the time, I was also messing around a little bit with the mandolin, and it just kind of came, right?
Yeah.
Were we doing mandolin at that time?
Yeah, we were doing
that track. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just sort of one of those tunes that sometimes they come easy, sometimes you have to work at them. But that song just kind of flowed really nice and easy, and we put it down, and it's been floating around in our repertoire for a long
I think
time.
we started playing it live in 2016, and we only really got around to recording it, I think, during COVID. So we were playing it, on and off, different versions, acoustic, electric, with mandolin, without mandolin, for probably 4 years before we said, okay, it's time to record an official version. So that's our official version.
Yeah, you really did a really great official version. And whereabouts was it filmed? I know you said Broward County. Broward County could be Fort Lauderdale, could be Sunrise. It could even be US 27 next to Chrome Avenue.
Yeah, well, it was someplace, I don't think we were supposed to be there. It was an industrial area just north of Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Well, David, our producer, had flown out to meet with us. He's since moved to Colorado. Okay? And, hey, David, if you're on, maybe...
Well, he had done a video for us just before COVID. We did Love Don't Live Here. We filmed it in the Everglades. And in the interim, he and his family moved. He got a great job out in Pueblo, Colorado. So he was out there. But we'd already started talking about orphan training. So he said, okay, I'll fly back and do the filming. So he flew back. I think we filmed March, right after St. Patrick's Day. But I can tell you, I remember it was hot out there. But yeah,
But the thing about David I want to mention is that we were coming up from the Keys. We actually had a couple of shows down there. And he's like, okay, meet me Sunday or whatever it was. Saturday. And it was one of those spring days where it suddenly got hot as...
It was very, very
hot as balls in South Florida.
We're having it right now.
And we're driving all over trying to figure out where we're going to film this thing, because he had us go to site number 1. That was...
Well, what happened is he had a site where he used to be able to film. Because it's orphan training, he wanted to film by the train tracks, obviously.
Yeah.
And he had a site that he used some years ago, but when he went there that Saturday, the trains were gone. So then he said, okay, we're going to have to go to some park someplace. So he's telling us, here, go to this park, and we're messaging Anthony, our drummer, stop where you are, go to this other place, go to the park. We almost get to the park, and he says, no, wait a minute. I talked to my friends, he found another place where they do have trains. Go here. So that's where we got the last one, and it was an industrial area north of the airport, and worked out great. Except we had to carry the drum kit and everything over the tracks. That was exciting. But yeah, it was great. And he's a great videographer. The way he does that is he has, like, if you watch the video again, you'll see on Anthony's drum head there's this little white thing, and that's an MP3 player. So he has us play the song. He plays the song over and over again. And he has the camera up, and he has the camera down, and he gets, I don't know how many takes of it, 40, 45 different takes of the whole thing. And then I don't know how he does it, but he takes all that and he puts it together into that great video. But
yeah, it's really talented.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And those trains were actually rumbling. I mean, it was...
We had trains rumble by while we were filming.
So we were nervous.
Yeah.
So it probably shows, but it all made for a fun time, and I'm glad you like the video. Is it kind of...
I love the video, especially, and even when I was in your program a few weeks back, and you were talking about orphan training, I love the video. I loved it. In fact, all of your videos that I have seen in YouTube, I love them. I'm still waiting for the one. I heard that you have one for Christmas. Christmas must be tonight.
Yeah, we have that. That's coming out and all set for October. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing that video, and you're also because you recorded a Christmas video. You're more than invited to the Americana Bistro Grill Christmas special.
That sounds great.
Our Christmas special starts on November 1st, and we end on January 7th. I know many people here celebrate Christmas until January. I know many people celebrate Christmas, and then December 26th, everything goes out the window. But I continue January 7th. I continue it until January 7th.
Good.
I like that. Yeah, we'll bake some cookies.
But I saw your other video. Let me see the other one that you had, which was really great. Love Don't Live Here.
Right.
I saw the video.
Yeah, that's the one that David did just before COVID, and that was filmed out in the Everglades. That one area, in the eastern part of the Everglades, is where we did the live along the path, and then he had a storyline with that as well. And we had to carry all the equipment, probably like a half a mile, out, onto the area. It was a lot. And then as we were filming, it's a very active track there. So people were walking their dogs, they were riding their bikes. So we'd be in the middle of playing, and all of a sudden people would walk right through us. So we'd stop and do it over again. And he had the drone with him. You can see where he has the overhead shots, which I really like those a lot. So yeah, he did a great job. He did such a good job with that, which is why we wanted him to do Orphan Train, even though he no longer lived in Florida. He was gracious enough to come back and film it for us. So that was great.
Yeah, and that would he had some.
I've been seeing all the videos that you made, like in Boca Raton, in the OK Corral Gun Club,
Yep.
the New World Brewery. I loved every one of them.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we got a lot of them.
How did 33 years get formed?
Well, you have to answer that. She's in charge of that one.
Well, we took a long break. Kevin and I knew each other in music a long time ago. And I studied classical guitar with Kevin when I was back in high school. And I went to music school, and we, got together, and we got married, had kids. We weren't able to do music anymore. Once I think the third child came along, it was like
stopped for 20 or 25 years.
Impossible.
Yeah.
So I hung up my guitar for a long time, and Kevin was he would start playing classical guitar when it was time for dinner. Mm-hmm. So he knew how to quickly get the food on the table, because I'd be like, stop playing, you gotta come and eat. So about 25 years went by, and then we moved to South Florida from New Jersey. And we had one of our kids at the time started playing drums. So we had a drum set in our living room.
Yeah. For a number of years.
And one night after, we had a party with kids from the parents from the kindergarten class, and lo and behold,
compress the story a little bit.
One guy plays drums, one guy can sing, and we start having a little band practice there. So that was kind of the return of the music back in the Tolley household in South Florida. Then Kevin started playing with these guys in a band, and then maybe they kept saying to me, "Come on, Paul, why don't you come and play?" But I still couldn't do it because the kids were still kind of young. But one day we worked it out that we figured, well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna have our own band. We're gonna start with country music, and we're gonna start out slow. So we started doing some farmers markets.
Waiting to the name though.
And some recording, but the name was because we didn't want it to be totally, our name. We wanted it to be something unique. Yeah. So Kevin says, well, how long have you been writing songs? And so I calculated, about 33 years. And he said, that's it.
So that became the name of the band. So it's been, some people say next year is it going to be 34 years,
and 35 years. Story.
But it's a different name.
We tell everybody your secret.
Your story isn't dull, neither is your music. Your music and your story is very interesting, and the music, wow.
For me, how much longer?
For me to get you the Americana Bistro Grill was a dream come true. I tried to get you the Americana Bistro Grill for around 2015, 2016.
Wow.
We were on the air on my radio. We were on the air on the radio.
So long.
Remember, we called you about when we were doing our premiere for Orphan Train, right?
Yeah.
And pinged you. You came online. That was cool.
Yeah, we went on the. I tried to get on AM. We had the Americana Bistro Grill on AMI radio, and now I have it on my own blog. But it's a long story.
Yeah.
And I tried to invite you in the Key Largo Original Music Festival.
Oh yeah.
And all of the festivals. We never.
Yeah, we couldn't. We weren't there the same day you were there.
Then when you called me and answered, I took advantage.
Good.
I said I cannot allow them at 33 years to escape.
Or 34, 35. Yeah, who knows?
And now after this, I'm hoping to get part 2 of my dream.
Okay.
Or I would kind of be Bistro Grill. A live, if not a live interview, at least an interview, face to face in whatever concert you hear in Miami-Dade, Monroe, Broward, or even Palm Beach.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll be there.
We'll be reading the day and the time. And of course, you're more than invited, either virtual or presence, to our Christmas special.
Okay, that sounds great.
We do a really great Christmas special.
Okay,
I'm gonna
we're
look
there.
them up.
We're there.
And I love your YouTube channel too.
Thanks. I even do the pina colada without alcohol.
There you go.
Without alcohol because I can't have any alcohol. Not because I'm gonna get drunk, because I can't do it with the alcohol. I'm allergic.
Where's your drink tonight?
We got our iced tea.
Well, I've got iced tea and lemonade.
Oh, and lemonade. So
So here's to you.
yeah,
Congratulations.
Mine will get the cold grape juice
yeah.
and the mango with the orange.
Ooh, yeah.
Now that's tasty. You have to put some fruit in that one.
Yeah, but then we also have our own cooking show.
Really? Is that where you come up with the grill ideas? What do you make at the Americana Grill?
We have Americana Grill. We do the American breakfast: the corned beef hash, the sausage, the scrambled eggs.
Nice.
Wow. I'll be right over.
Everything else is the cool drinks.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Of course, when we have winter, we do the coffee, and we do the hot coffee, and then the hot chocolate.
Yeah, okay.
is it an actual, this is a real restaurant now, right?
No, we're not a real restaurant. This Americana Bistro Grill is a program. I'll tell you, the same way you told me our 33 years got formed, I will gladly tell you how Americana Bistro Grill got formed.
Sure.
I worked with AMI Radio. We were like an internet announcer. I worked with Bob Herman,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big Man Chad, and Casey Hoffman. They were an internet station in Anna Maria Island. That's why they had AMI Radio.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
What we did is we had a sports program with Mike Blanchett and Robert Herman.
Mm-hmm.
I was a soccer expert because I was an expert in U.S. soccer, Spanish soccer. And if the United States, for example, played any other teams, I managed to learn how they jived.
Okay.
It was not easy. But one day I had a lot of country music from independent artists, and I gave some to Robert Herman as a Christmas gift. He said, "Hey, Roberto, instead of giving me all these CDs, make a program yourself. Find the name and start learning the computer.
Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
giving you about 2 or 3 weeks to learn." Okay, I learned MP3 and everything in about 1 week or 2 weeks, and started the Americana Bistro Grill. I had to find a name for it because everyone else was taking.
Okay.
I said, well, the Dr. Rob Show, since I was a physician in a previous life, no. The AG News, no.
No.
Roberto Show, forget it, no. Then it dawned on me. Here in Kendall, there was a Steak and Shake,
All right.
and in Kendall, and much more south of the Steak and Shake, there were some other restaurants, and the word grill came to me. Grill, bistro, Americana Bistro Grill.
There you go.
We made it sound like it was a restaurant.
Yeah.
They loved the idea.
I like it.
Good
They
idea.
loved the idea, and then all the clients and people from Texas, Utah, my native Ohio, Florida, New Jersey, everyone came through. We represented everyone in Americana music.
That's great.
This was a romantic time with our program from 2014 to 2017.
Okay.
Fortunately, Robert Herman died of lung cancer.
Oh boy.
The program started to go into hibernation. I said, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So I remember I had my own blog. I have a blog in Spanish and a blog in English. I said, well, I have one called the 8 News Show. So I put the Americana Bistro Grill and transferred it to the Americana Bistro Grill at the AG News Show. I was able to do so because Casey Hoffman, who was Robert Herman's widow, said, go ahead, take the Americana Bistro Grill with you. I'm not interested in doing AMI radio.
Okay.
I'm doing new things.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, since the Americana Bistro Grill was registered with the Library of Congress Copyright Office.
Okay, great.
Some of the videos and everything that I recorded, because I recorded videos, some of them were registered with the Library of Congress. And we were also registered with the CIPO, the Canadian Intellectual Property Office.
Oh, where are those?
Yeah, I did 2 registrations just in case the first one failed.
Okay, good.
So the Copyright Office never failed, but I said, let me get Canada just in case.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I might have gone for a third one. The crown copyright of Great Britain.
Get all your bases covered, huh?
Why would I get all of my bases covered just in case?
Yeah.
I didn't want anybody taking such a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
And we got started. We were still like sort of, I'm trying to find the word in English. We were like still not active. We were trying to recover from the Americana Bistro Grill leaving AMI Radio. Since AMI Radio full. It was not easy. Then something happened. It was unfortunate for many people because I can understand how many people went through this. My wife's best friend died of it, and I knew people who died of it too. COVID.
Right. Yeah.
Many people went through many things in COVID, and I feel the pain for them. But at the same time, felt we had to give people entertainment, and we had to prove that all independent artists are essential.
Yeah.
Many people were saying, no, they're not essential. And I was saying, we're essential because if not, we're going to be having a lot of people getting really angry. So what I did was I took the Americana Bistro Grill and took it with me on Instagram, YouTube, you name it, I brought it.
Yeah. Wow.
And then what happened was I promoted every artist that I met. That I met in my life.
Yeah, that's great.
Once I was a little kid from the Spanish-speaking world, the ones I knew from teenage and up in the English-speaking world. But I mean, even I'm talking about different languages here, but we're all Americans in that.
Yeah.
Essence. I wanted to give an American essence.
Yeah, that's great.
Everyone interviewed. The ratings went up, but I was not worried about the ratings. I could have cared less if my YouTube was going from 200 to like 700 within this time.
Mm-hmm.
This was a pandemic, and many people needed entertainment.
For sure.
And the entertainers needed it. And the entertainers, thanks Jim for visiting. One day, Jim, you're going to be coming into our program, like you've done many times.
Yeah.
Jim Callan, another country rock artist, really great person. He did his own version of Twas the Night Before Christmas, native Ohioan, fellow Buckeye. Thanks, Jim. I was saying, I was not worried about the ratings. I was worried that the people needed entertainment, and that the entertainers could express themselves. There was nothing about money. This is all, let's get this going. And we saved a lot of people. We saved a lot of people's careers. Gave many people a new lease on life with their careers. Mm-hmm. And we made sure that the people, not only here in America, but all over the world, were entertained.
That's right, yeah.
My blog is not just limited to America. It's all over.
Mm-hmm.
They hear me in China. Right now they're hearing us in China, Vietnam, Nepal, the Middle East, Africa, Latin America.
Mm-hmm.
They hear us. We're doing great, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but one day you're going to be with us. We wanted to give everybody an opportunity. And right now, things have sort of normalized, but we're not slowing down.
Right.
We're right now going to do live interviews.
Okay.
I want to meet the artists that have really given the world music, especially you. And I hope that the Americana Bistro Grill will continue, not just for the artists, but for the community at large.
Sure. No, we think it's great what you're doing. Very helpful. It's great.
You work 24/7 as well.
Artists really could use the promotion.
We need it.
Artists with new listeners, that's for sure.
You work harder than we do.
No. I might appear that I'm working harder, but I'm also helping. You're doing a lot of the hard work. I admire you for the music you have managed to record here, there, and everywhere, in spite of what has been going on. And the fact that you could do a video in a place where you couldn't do it north of Fort Lauderdale, that's admirable.
Good.
But you have done things. No, I'm not telling anybody. Don't worry. But you really do a lot of music at a time when many people need to listen to independent music. Today's music.
Yeah, we try.
Well, like Bob Seger once said, today's music ain't got the same soul. But he didn't remember, he forgot the independent artists along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you who are helping and maintaining what is the true American music. The rock, the country, the whole bit.
Yeah, we try to.
Without you, we don't have music.
What we're looking
We don't.
for is there's YouTube, we got Instagram, Facebook, live music,
Different ways of getting it out there.
festivals. I mean, there are so many more possibilities now than, when we were young.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's an exciting time when we're making music. We can make music right here in our own studio and
Which we did during the.
publish it. It goes out there and you can ask Alexa to play it. So we're
Yeah.
super thankful that we live during a time where we can kind of build it organically and have fun. It's great to be able to project and reach such a large audience. And we thank you for having
Thank you.
us.
But I thank you for bringing the music. I also thank you for bringing the music. I couldn't even imagine this myself. We're almost the same age. We're almost the same age. I'm 60. I remember the 60s as a little kid.
Yeah.
Many people said if you remember the 60s, you didn't live the 60s. Oh boy, I did live the 60s. I was a little kid. Everybody was with the Monkees, the Beatles.
Yeah.
I was with the Carvel ice cream.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
was in Germany, in Spain, and all those other places where many people, you didn't have that access that you have now.
Yeah, for sure.
The 70s, you didn't have that.
No.
The 80s, with everything jagged into place in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then now anyone who wants to make music can make music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. At different times. You must be a musician as well. What instruments do you play?
I was never a musician.
Come on.
I'm just simply a lover of music.
No. How about a singer?
There was once a time there was a singer a long, long time ago
Yeah.
in the 70s. I was not it, but I didn't make any records. I was such a disaster.
Aww.
I was a singer in the 70s. I did what they called the traditional Spanish songs boleros, the Spanish romantic. I used to sing with many great bands, not as a professional, as an amateur.
Okay.
In Venezuela during the 70s, they had I was in the American high school. The beauty about our high school is that everyone got along regardless of race, creed, color, place of birth, ethnicity, and even state of birth.
Yeah.
And there were many hotels in Venezuela, and there were many bands. One of them was Bio Caracas Boys, which was an institution in Venezuela. Bio Caracas Boys to Venezuela was like, let me see which one I could think of here in America. Like Guy Lombardo and his New Year's Eve party.
Wow.
Bio was like the Guy Lombardo of Venezuela.
Okay.
Very high. And in Christmas and in New Year's Eve, he invited people to sing with him in singing contests. You get good prizes. Either you get like maybe at that time the equivalent of $1,000, $100 in bolivares, or a discount at one of the restaurants or hotels, or even an honor. I was pushed to participate in one of the boleros. I had to think of one that I remembered a long time ago from my dad's record collections. Most of them were from Cuba. And I did remember one, which was Que Lástima de Ti. And Te Quiero Todavía, which Que Lástima de Ti is Spanish for too bad for you, and Te Quiero Todavía means I love you too much. I still love you. I did both of the boleros. I didn't win because there were other contestants, but I did get an honorable mention.
There you go. All right.
Wow. And this was
Honorable mention was
what city were you in?
What?
Were you in Caracas?
This is in Caracas, Venezuela, in Christmas vacation.
Wow.
That's funny.
This is when the Christmas in Caracas in the 70s and 80s were really wild.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of excess alcohol or anything, but wild in the case that people enjoyed having. They had this the big suppers, the big lunches, the Christmas trees. Everybody was putting Christmas presents like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And many people participated in these singing contests.
It's a special place.
I was one of the few who participated. I don't know if it was Bio or one of the band members who said, "Where were you born?" I said, "I was born in Ohio." Wow. But
wow.
how did blood, yes. We're going to give you an honorable mention.
So Cuban and Spanish blood?
Yeah, my parents were from Cuba, and before that, we were from Galicia and the Basque country of Spain.
Okay.
Wow. That's fascinating.
Right,
And there was another song that I sang in Basque.
Wow.
We did try another song in English, but it didn't jive. But there was one that I did use in Venezuela that I later on used in AMI radio.
Okay.
In AMI radio, this is another story. Now we're going to go from Venezuela to the States. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
In one of the sports programs on AMI radio, I'm not going to say the name of the announcer because he'll probably wring my neck. But that's another issue. But he was really heated about Chile and Argentina in soccer. He said that Argentina was going to win the America's Cup. He talked about Messi and all the other people. And I said, Chile is going to win. I even gave the diagram of how Chile was going to win, or Chile. I said, you believe that? What happens if Chile wins? I said, if Chile wins, I'm going to challenge you to a sing-out. Yeah, I accept. If I win, I'm going to do Gordon Lightfoot's Sundown.
Sunday, yeah.
You wouldn't dare. Oh, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm not very good at singing it. I'm good at singing in Spanish, but in English it has to be certain songs.
And that's one of them?
He said, oh, yeah, if Argentina wins, I'm going to do Bob Dylan. I'm going to up one on you. I'm going to do Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot, and I'm going to do Crying in the Wind by Bob Dylan. Chile won, and I went to Prom Avenue.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Prom Avenue, very risky, even in the daytime.
Yeah.
The camera, I did my part of the bargain.
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoyed it.
What is
I was singing really well. Unfortunately, he was holding his ears. But I did do some singing in my past life when I was 16 or 17 years old.
Well,
And I'm just simply a lover of music and a connoisseur of music.
for us.
I'm just simply a connoisseur of music, and I believe that we should have great music.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and play your last song, the Forfeit Train.
Sure.
Well, you're more than invited.
What's that? We're playing it where?
You're more than invited to play Orphan Train here in our program.
Oh, on the program, you mean now?
Yeah, so
If you want.
now.
I have an electric guitar set up in
Yeah.
place. Oh, Alabama.
Next time you come on, we'll be set to do some live songs for you. Right now, we're not.
Let's wait for that.
Let's just put it in.
Better yet.
Yeah.
I'll sing.
Well, hold up. I got a better idea. We'll wait until the next program. When we have the Christmas program, you can do Christmas Must Be Tonight.
Okay.
All
That
right.
sounds like a deal.
I'm really strong on the Christmas songs.
All right. Well,
Well, we're good at that. We've got Christmas
We got a
songs
couple.
for you. Yeah, we can do that.
I do remember one of your albums in Christmas, the 33 Years Christmas.
that's right.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got a special CD we can mail to you too, right? Or,
I haven't got to find it, but yeah, we did some Christmas songs. Wow. All right.
that sounds
All right, yeah,
great.
next time
Family
we'll
CD just for you.
find a little better. So.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Robert Stan out there.
Yeah.
How's it going,
Oh,
Mike?
yeah.
And thanks so
All
much
right.
for tuning in.
Yeah.
And
I also have to say hello.
one more.
I also have to say hello to one of my other artists that I interviewed, Orlando Rivera. Orlando, nice seeing you. We're going to be talking soon also. I also do a lot of interviews with Christian artists as well and other artists in the Spanish-speaking realm. There was one that I loved most, Johnny Vasquez. Johnny Vasquez is Guatemalan, and he does Spanish and English.
Mm-hmm.
He was known as the Elvis Presley and Julio Iglesias of Latin America in the 70s.
You must be.
Yeah, everybody wanted his autograph. He even had his own show in California, and now he's in Tennessee doing country,
Oh, wow.
Spanish and in English.
Check
you go,
him.
wow.
We got to check him out.
Good stuff. We'll check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, are you a doctor? You said you're a doctor?
I am a doctor, but I do have a degree. I'm a doctor of medicine. I do, but I'm not practicing.
Wow.
Cool.
I did my medicine in the Dominican Republic. I tried to do it here, but I didn't want to leave Miami. I wanted to stay here.
Yeah.
Wow.
What I did was what happened was instead of doing residency in medicine, I did residency in insurance. In other words, I learned about Medicare, health insurance, the whole bit.
All right.
And I've had to help the other people who studied with me. I have to help them deal with medical insurance, malpractice insurance, the whole bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Get them the best price, and get them into everything that will help, because I'm here to help.
Yeah. Good.
Wow, that's great.
Well, thanks so much for having us. We're looking forward to the next time.
Before we leave, where can we play 33 years?
Well, this week we're going to be playing country music in Loxahatchee at Boonies on Friday night, big country night, and then Saturday night
7 to 10.
7 to 10.
And also Facebook Live at
Facebook
33 years. That's, excuse me,
Go ahead.
number 33, YRS, because we have a couple of Facebook pages. I'm trying to merge them, so please forgive me. One's a community page, and the other one is our
official
page.
And then Saturday night we're at Prezzo, a nice Italian restaurant here in Boca with the duo. So if
Singing
anybody's
always
around,
solo media.
but no, not doing that, doing our regular stuff. But yeah, if anybody's around Friday and Saturday this week, we're Friday in Loxahatchee at Boonies and Saturday at Prezzo in Boca.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have lots of content on there. And
That's Roberto knows.
things coming down the pipe, so be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and our latest song, maybe we can talk to you about that next time, is a song called...
I don't know. What is it? What is the latest song? No.
Well, the latest one that we're promoting is called Devil Rain.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very different than sort of our...
More of a jazzy one. Yeah, we don't have a video for it, but it's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, so video to come.
Yeah,
Video
yeah,
to
very,
come.
much more jazzy, not bluegrass at all. So.
Yeah, showing a different side of us. So stay tuned. We got some fun stuff happening.
Yep, and you're going to be around, and we're going to be around too, live, here, and everywhere.
Yep.
I will be singing Facebook, and I'm definitely going to see you at a concert. And if you come here in the Miami-Dade, much more. And of course, sorry to repeat, we're almost close to Christmas.
Yeah.
And you're more than invited.
Well, we want to do that for sure.
Thank you. That sounds awesome. All right. Well,
all right.
Let's make a date.
Here we go.
And the best wishes, everybody else. Yeah. Remember, peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. And in the words of the famous Texas singer-songwriter Laura Marie, be love.
Be love. There you go.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.